how do I respond to my husband when he demands submission?
What?
Yeah.
What does that
I guess
mean?
a little background, I guess. We've been married for almost 3 years. And since we've gotten married, he's often used the Bible verses about wives submit to your husbands and everything to end our arguments. My faith is really important to me, so it feels like a trump card has been played when he does this, and I just shut down.
Yeah, it's like taking a Bible and hitting you in the mouth with it.
Yeah, exactly.
And then blaming you for bleeding on the pages.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it.
All right, give me an example.
Recently, I guess I brought up my need for a bit more contribution around the house, and this evolved into an hours-long argument where he ended up reading these verses to me off of his phone.
Oh my gosh.
Husbands, love your wives just as Christ loved the church and gave himself for her, to make her holy, cleansing her with the washing of water by the word. He did this to present the church to himself in splendor, without a spot or wrinkle or anything like that, but holy and blameless. That's exactly what her husband is doing.
Do you have kids? I mean, what kind of help do you need?
No kids, but I kind of feel like I do a bit more than my fair share, I guess. Well, he's playing video games. And so I say, hey, can you vacuum or can you take out the trash? And the argument will devolve into, well, you can quit your job and then you won't have anything to complain about anymore.
So let me get this straight. You don't have to work. In fact, your husband said, quit your job. So you have way too much on your plate and you want him to help you with that plate, but you're choosing to have way too much on your plate. And you're arguing with your husband about it. He tells you to quit your job as a solution to your problem, but you don't like his solution. You just want him to get up and help you. Ma'am, you need to be beat with this Bible. You're the problem.
He pauses his video game to look over his shoulder at you and then grabs his phone and reads Bible verses about how you should submit to him?
Yeah, I feel very dismissed, unvalued.
Wait, why? Just because he plays video games and hits you in the face with the Bible and he doesn't help? Like, why in the world would you feel dismissed?
This man is wicked. He's demonizing, ridiculing, and belittling her husband, when her husband is the one that's actually being the godly husband who is trying to create in his wife a godly wife.
It's kind of it feels like a gender game. There's certainly merit in that. We are meant to complement each other.
Hold on. No. Don't do that. Please don't do that.
Okay.
This is not a gender game. This is not a scripture game.
Notice how he stops her in her tracks as soon as she gives any type of merit to her role as a wife.
Because the other part of that talks about die for your wife. That is not a verse about you get a lifetime maid and sexual slave at all. That's such a disgusting, gross misrepresentation of what that talks about. It's abusive the way that's used.
This is demonic at its core. He is demonizing and calling it abusive for a man to lead his wife into scripture, to teach her what it means to be a wife. And then you see how he's repeating feminist talking points when they don't even apply. Why did you bring up sex? She didn't even bring up sex. It's clear he's triggered by biblical marriage.
And here's why it's abusive, because you're bound inside of a faith context, right? And you're not leaving that faith context. And so inside those walls, he's taking this Bible, he's beating you over the head with it and saying, you do what I say, while he's sitting there eating Cheetos, playing video games. Jeez, dude. Okay, I need you to hear me say you have a very hard road ahead of you. And this is a choose your hard moment. You are a maid, you're a sexual servant, and you are a child dispenser. That's going to be a very hard life. And it will be very hard to untangle yourself from this madness too. And I guess if nothing else on this phone call, I want you to feel permission to reclaim your autonomy. I'm sorry. It's not a matter of there's an easy route out of this thing. It's just two hard paths.
He concluded this call by calling her a slave, a sex servant, a baby dispenser. These are all things that witches and actual demonic people who worship trees, these feminists who hate Jesus, spew off to me. He called her all these things and told her she has two paths to make, and both will be hard. One is to continue to be a slave, a sex servant, and a baby dispenser. Or the other one he didn't say, but everyone knows what he's saying, is to divorce her husband. This is the result of leaning on these people who most likely aren't even Christians. You look at his PhD and his best-selling book and all his followers. He's a marriage counselor. This is the type of solutions they're giving you. This was completely anti-Christ, and this was completely a feminist agenda. Please be careful following these idiots who have no idea what it means to be in a biblical marriage, getting advice from them. And I pray for her marriage that she did not receive that sorcery he did on her.